Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general weekly reading for Cancer from the 25th of February to the 3rd of March 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you would like a personal reading, I've put my details in the description box, so please contact me. I've also put the decks that I'm using in the description box, and I put in links to Amazon and eBay if you want to buy these decks. And so please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm starting off with a general energy read, and then I will do a general tarot read for you afterwards. So you've got here seeking advice from somebody who is a maternal figure. It could be your mother, it could be even an aunt, but somebody that you're seeking some personal advice from on how to cope with certain situations. Something that is very feminine, of a very feminine nature. So, maybe on child caring, something to do with, personal happiness. So you are asking for some advice from somebody who is maternal, somebody that you've known from the past, who you look up to. So, you're trying to deal with situations that have been very toxic with you. So there were problems, you were very, there could have been a relationship that you were involved with. There might have been a breakup. This person might have been, spoken a lot of lies, because you've got this Neptune here in Pisces over here. So it's, they said a lot of things to you. You've got this figure of a man in a cloud over here. So they may have made empty promises to you. And, this was somebody that you're very much in love with, but it looks like, they have taken advantage of you. So there's a lot of lies being spoken. So there might be a disappointment that you're dealing with. And you can see here, dealing with disappointments, you've been thinking a lot about it. You're trying to let go of it, but part of you is still clinging on to that past emotion or past problem that you're dealing with. You've got this Neptune here in Pisces as well, having to deal with untruths, maybe you're also fantasizing still a lot about the past. You might be romanticizing that past quite a bit, and your mental energy is very focused on it. So, it might be feeling, you might be feeling a bit depressed about it. You are trying to let go of it, trying to seek clarity, but, you're not quite getting there, and maybe this is the reason why you're going and asking for some advice. So whatever situation you were dealing with, whoever you were dealing with, they really, really upset you. You've got this, almost like a split of emotions over here. So it made you feel, very disconnected with yourself. So whoever you were dealing with, there was a lot of lies spoken, with Gemini, it's always about that deception of people talking, lies and cheating really going on behind your back, and you didn't really know about it. And so this has really, really split your emotions in two. You really feel brokenhearted about it. And this person could have been a fire sign person. You've got the sign of Aries over here. So they might have been a very aggressive person that you were dealing with. And there was a lot of drama that came out of that relationship as well. And it seems like you were either dealing with this particular person at the moment, right? Or, because this card is still, this energy is still around you over here. Maybe you're planning on breaking up with this person. You've got the snakes here in the bedroom. So this is about being, dealing with a very toxic relationship. This Mars in Aries, a very aggressive person who's pushing you around, and there could be some kind of abuse going on as well over there with that sword in hand. So this, this situation is pretty toxic right now. And this is the reason why you're needing to seek out some advice, or, either it could even be from a very good friend. So, you are dealing with a very, very toxic situation at the moment. And you are trying to get away with it. You've got this card about making plans for the future and making plans to try and move away from it. So you are trying to expand your horizons, move away from this particular person because they're being too aggressive. They're lying to you. They're saying a lot of things. They're pulling the wool over your eyes. And, they're causing a lot of depression in your life as well. You're trying to break that relationship off because there's too much of drama, there's too much of negativity and toxicity with it, and this person, like I said, might be very aggressive. So you are trying to move away from this particular person at this point. Make plans. Maybe you want to physically travel away from them, to get away from them completely. So these are the energies that are going on within that week. trying to seek advice to get out of a very difficult relationship that is not working out for you. Okay, so I'm going to just draw some cards from this deck. This is the Cat Black Golden Tarot deck. It's an absolutely beautiful deck. It's a Renaissance deck. And all the pictures are like little paintings, so it's really a pleasure to work with it. I must say I'm rather enjoying it. It's got gold gilded ends. They're so beautiful. So you've got the Emperor card over here, and this is you trying to take control back of that situation. Now, this could be you trying to get control of it, because you've got that Lion card over there about trying to take control. But this could also be that you're dealing with a person who is a fire sign, namely an Aries person. Now, if you remember, the energy spread did have that Mars in Aries card over there. So you might be dealing with a very aggressive person who's a very authoritative, who is a bit of a bully as well, taking control of that, of you, trying to tell you what to do. So this could be a person that has, disempowers you by telling you and not listening to whatever you've got to say. You could well be dealing with that kind of person. On the other hand, it could be you trying to get control back of this situation and take back your personal power, making plans for the future as well. So, you could be dealing with a person who's a bit of a bully, or you where you're trying to get back your control. So there's a bit of a power struggle going on in this relationship. Now you've got the Knight of Swords over here and the Eight of Cups. So this is about divorce. The Knight of Swords is about a judgment being made, and it's a legal decision that is being made, and you move away with the Eight of Cups. So cutting that particular situation out of your life and walking away from it. So using legal means in order for you to get away from that situation. Now the Emperor card is also a card that represents the law. So it looks like there is some decision that is going to be made, a divorce that happens and allows you to walk away from that situation. So the Emperor card is the judgment that you've been waiting for, and that's pending. You get news about that particular legal outcome of that case, and now you're able to move away and walk away from that situation. So the Ten of Coins is, you're ending an old cycle over here. The Ten of Coins, it might well be that you're getting, this is a breakup, a divorce that happens, because the coins, the Ten of Pentacles, is about the breakup of a family situation where there was shared resources. So it looks like you are going through a divorce at this particular moment, and you are trying to resolve it. So this is probably the judgment that you're waiting for, and that decision comes through right now. So this is the end of that particular relationship, the end of that cycle. So shared resources, that particular cycle is now ending right now. And it looks like, the judgment is going to be in your favor, or has been in your favor so far. You've got coming through a very difficult situation, but coming out victorious from it. So the Six of Wands is, victory after, going through a lot of battle, a lot of fighting. There was loss. Nobody's a clear winner here, but you are coming out, better off than the other person. So it looks like, whatever that situation is, it's working in your favor, and the decision has been made, so you're now able to move away from it. It's left you very anxious, not sleeping at night, very worried, a lot of anxiety, still expecting the worst case scenario to happen. So you're very, very stressed about what happened over here. I think you are trying to get some kind of support with this dog over here, but it's not helping, because you're still, you're thinking a lot. This case scenario is going on and on, around and around in your head, so you're not getting any sleep. Now you've got some kind of decision to make. So after this legal decision comes through, there's still some further decision to make, and you're holding back about making. You haven't decided about what to do. So there's some other kind of legal decision that you have to make with this Two of Swords. You need to be unemotional about it and try to make the decision as logically as possible. Okay, so we'll continue. I know the lights have gone, but I'll continue this read. So you've got the Two of Wands over here, and this is, starting off a new project. Maybe it's some travel coming over here. You have a new idea. You're leaving the past behind and taking things and moving forward. So it looks like you might travel away from this situation, and go and do your work somewhere else. So this might be also a home move coming up for you here. So you've got the High Priestess over here. There's a lot of secrets that have not been revealed. People are still keeping quiet about things. This is also a card that says you need to use your intuition, but also keep your own secrets. So don't go around telling people what you're going to do next. You need to keep mum's the word. Play your cards very close to your chest. And this is how you're going to be able to cope with this situation, because it doesn't seem like everybody is going to be supportive of you or what you want to do. So it's important for you, it's also spending a lot of time by yourself, but also keep your secrets to yourself. So what you want, the King of Cups here is, you want that emotional stability. This is also maybe seeking some kind of, this is your card, but this is also seeking some kind of support from people around you. This could be even seeking some kind of medical advice, or maybe seeking some kind of professional counseling. Maybe this is what has been playing on your mind. So going into the future, you've got the Five of Cups, the Tower, and the Two of Coins. So the Five of Cups is, you are very upset about the loss that you've been through. This is crying over it, being depressed, being, regretting everything that has happened. So you are pretty upset about what is happening. Now, there is somebody there to help you. You've got support that is going on around you. So you're not going through this alone. There are going to be people that are going to be able to help you through it. And you've got the Tower card. So your whole life has been, you feel as though your whole life has been destroyed, and you've had to maybe move home. So leaving behind things that were stable for you, where you had built your foundations that you thought were going to last forever. It looks like all of that has been dissolved, and you have now had to move. So maybe there has been a division of assets. Maybe you all had a home together, and now that's been been sold off, or been divided between you, and you've had to move away from that particular situation. But whatever's happened, it's caused a lot of chaos in your life and a lot of drama, and you're very, very upset about it. And so you're also worried about your money over here with this Two of Coins. You might be trying. Maybe all this drama, or this divorce has produced some kind of financial loss as far as, whatever has gone down. It also looks like, you're trying to get your finances in order. You're trying to get your financial stability back in order. And there might be some financial worries that are going on as well. It might have affected even your working life as well. So you're trying to get back on track as far as your money goes, and get everything back in balance as far as money goes as well. So there has been a very big drama. You're very upset about it. It has disrupted everything. It's caused a lot of problems. It looks like it was a divorce, and it looks like there's some further decision that will need to be made as well with this Two of Swords. So some kind of big decision that you have to make. Maybe in how the assets are going to be divided. It's something to do with legal issues. But right through, it looks like there's a lot of legal issues that you are facing or dealing with. It looks like you might be moving home, or you might be traveling away from that situation and starting off afresh somewhere else. You're definitely making plans to do that. So this is the card about planning your future, or making plans to move on and leaving things behind. So you may have had to abandon, an old home and move forward. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Angel Tarot, and that's going to be for advice. It's the Oracle read, and it says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. And this is the Page of Air, so this legal decision is coming through, and you might need to change your plans based on whatever that legal outcome has been. And then you've got the World card. This is the ending of the old cycle and starting something brand new. And it says path towards enlightenment, and there's some joy and contentment and gratitude coming in. Now, this card is, a single person within that wreath. So you are starting things off afresh. The end of an old cycle. You are very enlightened because they've got these two wands in their hands. So you've got a lot of information, and you might start something brand new. This might be about travel as well, moving on, starting a new job, starting a new home, starting something new. And an ending of an old cycle for you. So a new change, a big change coming in for you. And then you've got the Empress card over here, which is a card of, abundance. It says, give birth to your dreams and nurture yourself and others. So the Empress card is, getting back on track and, overcoming these issues that you've been dealing with. It is a card that's ruled by Venus, and Taurus rules this card as well. So this is about getting your personal power back, and getting developing self-love again, really. And it's also about nurturing yourself as well with this Empress card. So it always talks about being, mothers and maternal figures or giving birth to babies, but it also talks about your own well-being, and this is being focused on your own well-being and coming out of the situation, better off for it. Learning to love yourself. It's a card about self-love as well. So you have been through a very difficult situation. It's just about coming to a close right now, and you will be moving on to something better. There will be victory for you. There is some kind of decision that is going to be made, but all in all, you will come out of it, and as the Empress card, you will prevail. You will be somebody that overcomes this situation in a positive way. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.